I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I don't know where
anyway.
he is. He's gone.
You tell me. I'm gonna fucking kill you. You tell me.
He's not
where
here.
He is.
I haven't
Now.
gone. He's gone. He's gone.
You're dead.
Warning. This video is not for minors. The characters used in this E-Federation have all given their consent. This material is make-believe and has been rated M for mature. If video game violence offends you, please click out of this video now. 18 and older only. Proceed with caution. Thank you.
Point to Proof was an incredible show, Jake, and we kick things off strong with a women's world title match with Cajun Cenk taking on the defending champion Babbling Brooke.
What a bloody incredible match, mate. Both of these Sheilas went out there, they took it all out, they left nothing at home. You know, everything they had went into this match. It was fucking amazing. So impressed with them and proud of our women's division.
Absolutely, Jake. Couldn't have said that better myself. You seem to... You don't seem right. You must have taken a happy pill a couple of weeks ago or something. You seem to be quite humble as of late, but that's a good thing. And this, as I said, was a strong and a great way to kick off the show. Both ladies left nothing in that ring, Jake. It was an incredible women's world title match.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, you say have I taken a happy pill? Well, kind of, mate. Bostonfan's happy, Dave's happy, I'm happy, you know, and there's a lot of guys running around in the YTWE that I don't care much for, guys like Doug and Mike Minor, but you know, they'll get taken care of in time. But right now, you know, we've got to talk about Babbling Brooke, Cajun Cenk, how incredible they were, the arm work that Babbling Brooke puts into every match. Like I've said before, reminds me of Zack Sabre Jr., you know, but Cajun Cenk, man, what a hell of a talent.
Yeah, and Cajun Cenk, we just saw that power driver and the prescription package power driver for the announce table and that big massive belly to back suplex. Cajun Cenk hit absolutely everything at Babbling Brooke, and it wasn't enough to keep her down. That's the amazing thing about this match. Babbling Brooke showed and proved why she is our current women's champion, Jake.
Oh yeah.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
YTWE 18 plus. My name is Freddie Mitchell, and you are looking at the newest superstar here in the YWTE 18 plus resume, if you will. I am a member of the AWA, one-time AWA World Heavyweight Champion, the current Internet Champion, biting for the Intercontinental Champion at this month's Kings of Asylum pay-per-view. Also a member of the FBXW. You see, I've been checking out some of the talent here in the YWTE 18 plus. I'm looking to expand my horizons, if you will. Talk to Mr. DeVito. He welcomed me in. You will be seeing me debut very soon. I'll see you guys at the arena.
Well, this was the first of the 2 #1 contender battle royals, and obviously this one we said was a bit of a buffet there for Nragedxx. The only man really there to challenge him, I thought, would be I Love to Rant, but you know, Nragedxx took care of him as well. Good little battle royal. You know, you got to give the other guys their due. You know, that they lasted as long as they did.
Yeah.
But Nragedxx dominated.
Absolutely.
And he has earned himself a #1 contender match.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. And you said I Love to Rant was the only real potential danger for Nragedxx, and Nragedxx eliminated him first. I think he knew that I Love to Rant would have been his biggest threat, and that's why he eliminated him first in this battle royal.
Yep, we saw it all go on. Real Man got involved. We had the 2-on-1s from the Evolve 180, but in the end, Nragedxx was too powerful for all of these guys, proving why he was once the king of the monsters. And you know, maybe will be again very soon.
Yeah, in my mind, you know, even though he isn't actually king of the monsters, Nragedxx is always that guy I look at as the biggest and the most dominant monster in the YTWE.
Point to prove. Man, it lived up to his name, didn't it? First off, I want to say big shout out to my girl Babbling Brooke on retaining and defending her YTWE 18+ Women's Championship. And even though it was against that gorgeous, sexy, oh so Cajun Tinkerbell, Brooke proved that she is, without a shadow of a doubt, a fighting champion. And did you see it? Psycho Rick versus McFucker beat the shit out of one another all throughout the arena. But just like Nragedxx, McFucker fell. Another World Desires member got their ass handed to them. So yeah, it was a great night. It was a great night for Brooke. It was a great night for Psycho Rick. Not so much a great night for your boy Pat. Because as you see, I'm not sitting here with a YTWE 18+ Intercontinental title strapped to my waist or my shoulder. Because as you noticed, David is still holding the title. And as you really notice, David is the one who pinned me to retain that title, proving himself a fighting champion. Now I can sit up here and I can make up every excuse in the book. I can say, well, if I wasn't pulling double duty that night, I would be Intercontinental Champion. I could say, if Psycho Rick didn't have that King of the Monsters match with McFucker, I would be Intercontinental Champion. I can say Jake probably begged Joe to make the card like this because he knew that the King of the Monsters match between McFucker and Psycho Rick was going to be so brutal, so destroying, and so menacing on my body that by the time I made it to the Fatal 4-Way match, my body would be so riddled and racked with pain, I wouldn't stand a chance. Why? Because Jake knew that in that whole entire Fatal 4-Way match, your boy Pat was the biggest threat to David Rivera's YTWE 18+ Intercontinental title. I can say all that, but I'm not. Why? Because I chose to pull double duty that night. I took that risk knowing that things could turn out like this. And once again, I am not going to take David Rivera's I'm not going to take that away from him. He proved himself a fighting champion. He took on 3 guys who were gunning for that title. Jason and Sensation and Mike Minor. He took on us. And he successfully obtained that title. He defended it. But I gotta sit up here and ask you one thing, David. Do you think lightning can strike twice? Do you think one-on-one Dave Rivera versus your boy Pat? Do you feel like you could defeat me? Because if so, I propose this. And Jake and Joe, listen up. I propose Dave Rivera versus your boy Pat in a non-title match. And if I win, I get a one-on-one title shot. But if David wins, so long as he's champion, even so long as Bostonfan is champion, I'll never challenge for the title. So what do you say? David, do you accept? If so, I look forward to it. And bring everything. Bring your A+, bring your grade A, bring your 100%, bring your perfect 10 game. Because I want to bring mine. Because I'm your boy Pat. And I'm here to be a champion. We're
talking about King of the Monsters, Joe. How about this one?
Yes. This was a great fight. A great brawl. We saw Psycho Rick attack McFucker from behind before McFucker even made it to the ring. And this was, again, much like last month at High Risk, this was a great King of the Monsters match between 2 of our best in the YTWE.
Bam, check that out. They kicked the absolute ever-loving shit out of each other in this one. This was brutal. Was it more brutal than Nragedxx against your boy Pat? I don't know. But Psycho Rick and McFucker tore the arena apart, tore each other apart, and in the end, yeah, it was Psycho Rick that came out on top. But mate, the damage, the toll it took on him, you know, it wasn't easy for him.
No, and we obviously saw that in the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental title match, of course. But I mean, this match was incredible. Was it more brutal? As you said, I honestly don't know either, Jake. But it was an incredible fight between these two. Probably on the same levels as your boy Pat and Nragedxx last month.
Mate, they took each other to pieces with a trash can and every weapon out available. But you know, they really went for it. And right here, as McFucker powerbombed Psycho Rick through the table, I thought that might have been the end of it.
Yeah, because that's how basically your boy Pat beat Nragedxx last month, as we saw with that crucifix powerbomb, and it took 2 of them to put McFucker down in this King of the Monsters match, but it was enough. I mean, I swear McFucker's head hit that table towards the end of the match, but I mean, it was just a fucking great fight, a very enjoyable match to watch. I mean, I thought that may have done it there, Jake.
Yeah, right there through the table on the briefcase there, but up he went one more time.
It was actually 3.
For that crucifix powerbomb. 3 times.
Fucking hell.
2, 3 right there, and that got him the win.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Absolutely.
What an unbelievable night it was at Point to Prove. Now, before I get onto my tag team championship match, I need to talk about the main event. It was, without a doubt, the greatest World Heavyweight Championship match we have had this year in the YTWE. Both Bostonfan and RantWithJeff proved why they belong in the main event and proved why they are two of the best. And Bostonfan, you proved without a shadow of a doubt that you are a worthy, deserving World Heavyweight Champion. And that isn't me blowing smoke, that isn't me trying to win favour. I've never tried to do that. If anything, it's me trolling you all because that's what I do best. It's up to you to make your own interpretation of what I say. Now, in my tag team championship match with Gavin Fletcher versus Death Clock Armageddon, Bringer of Rain and Hexen, two forces of nature right there. And again, not blowing smoke, not sucking ass, two future main eventers. But I couldn't quite believe my eyes. I stood in the ring. I turned round and I saw Bringer of Rain on the other side of the cage climbing down. I stood there for a couple of seconds, almost in disbelief. And then it was closely followed by Gavin Fletcher escaping the cage because he couldn't take it being in that cage anymore, because he has a fear of steel cage matches. You know what I say, Gavin? Get over your fucking fears. If it wasn't for you and your stupid fucking phobia, you would be looking at new tag team champions. So it was left to myself and Hexen. Man, Hexen, you proved to myself and to everybody that you are one tough motherfucker, and that is a match I want to happen again. So well done, boys. Well done in defending your tag team championships. We'll see you down the road, I'm sure. Now there's a man that keeps calling me out. Shield of Ballycastle, the Antichrist. Who the fuck do you think you are? You say that you're the best. You are looking at the best, sunshine. In order to call yourself the best, in order to call yourself the man, you have to beat the man. And that is exactly what I did at American Anniversary. You want to go? That's fine. You want to challenge me, Ballycastle? That's fine. I can barely understand what the fuck you're saying most of the time anyway, but I understand you saying my name, saying that you're the best, saying that you want to wrestle me. That's fucking fine. Anytime, anywhere, sunshine. Now, in the next couple of days, it's going to be myself versus Bringer of Rain in 3 stages of rage, and you will find out why they call me Roburtrage.
It has happened to me once again here in the YTWE 18+. Another loss, let alone my second ever defeat in a steel cage match. The thing is, I've admitted to the world before that I have a fear of cage matches. So Joe, why didn't you listen to me? Or did you listen to me? So you're trying to get me back from when I slid you off them weeks ago via booking style? You're trying to expect me to be weak and vulnerable going into that match? But you are correct. I was weak and vulnerable in that match. Why do you think I tried to bring much as my A game? into my mindset going into that match. Just imagine what went through my mind as I saw that cage lowering before my own eyes. I was shitting my pants. Maybe that's why I smelt so bad, Jake. But the thing is, Jake, one thing I don't get about you is you slag someone off, but you praise them. You slag someone off, but you praise them. What's that all about? Which one are you? Are you against me or with me? But I don't need you. I've got my friend in my corner, Roburtrage. Just imagine how I felt going in that match quick, getting out of that match quick. Granted, watching through the grills of that cage, seeing him take down Hexen, granted that we lost that match, but he did put up a good fight. But just imagine what my mindset was like when Bring of Rain climbed out. Just think, what I could have easily ran around that ring and took that son of a bitch out, made him bleed, made him suffer. Because the reason why I didn't, I'm a gent. Because I know full well, when it comes to 3 stages of rage, it's going to be brutal. I could have easily gave Roburtrage the upper hand on that match, giving him an advantage, help out his friend, but I chose not to, because I don't want to piss off Roburtrage and lose him as a friend. But one day, we will be tag team champions, whenever it will be. Let's just say, I'll see you down the road.
Well, we've got a tag team steel cage match. Roburtrage, Gavin Fletcher went up against the DCA, and I've got to tell ya, I didn't know what to expect in this match, but it was quite unexpected for the most part. You know, I thought Bringer of Rain, Roburtrage were going to tear each other apart, but they stayed away from each other for the most part here.
Yes, they did, Jake. I think to some extent they're saving it for their 2 out of 3 falls, 3 stages of rage, you know, and it was a tag team, you know, obviously a tag team steel cage match. You know, Bringer of Rain was the one that actually got out first, which I was quite surprised by that. Closely followed, by Gavin, and it was left down to Roburtrage and Hexen. And I personally would love to see those guys have a match down the road. I think that would be a very interesting contest. But I mean, this was, for what it was a fairly decent tag team championship match.
Oh yeah, mate, all of these guys, including Gavin, you know, done well. But right there, look, bam, bitter end on Fletcher, and now Bringer and Hexen were trying to escape. At the same time, Hexen just wasn't quick enough. And like you said, it ended up with Roburtrage and Hexen in the ring there. And yes, I would like to see these guys go at it one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean, I think Roburtrage may have, I mean, he makes that mistake a lot. He does underestimate some people sometimes, and that can be a bit of a mistake. I mean, we saw this was a great counter there from Hexen, catching rage in that DDT, hit the choke slam, hit the full Nelson slam, of course, and that was enough to keep Roburtrage down.
Yeah, well, Roburtrage did get up in the end and said I wasn't finished, so you know, it does say further down the line for these guys. But what is next for the DCA?
Well, only bigger and better things, I'm sure.
One by one, they all fall down. A point to prove. Roburtrage, Gavin Fletcher fell to the hands of Death Clock Armageddon. Who's left? Who is left? Nobody can stop Death Clock Armageddon. Nobody can stop Hexen. Nobody can stop the Bringer of Rain. Who can? Who can? I want to know. Come find us. Come get us. We need a real challenge. It will never come. Ever. Expect more from Death Clock Armageddon, because it is far from over. You can throw the NCC at us, you can throw Roburtrage at us, you can throw Gavin Fletcher, you can throw every single member of the roster. So far, it has been in vain. Expect us.
Point to prove. Steel cage match. Gavin Fletcher and Roburtrage versus myself and Hexen, the Death Clock Armageddon. We walked into that cage, tag team champions, and we walked out of that cage, tag team champions. Plain and simple. No arguments, no disputes. We are the most dominant tag team in the YTWE 18 Plus today. And we look to remain as dominant going into the future. Gavin Fletcher, you stepped your game up. Unfortunately, you were the weak link, my friend. And we all knew that, so we took advantage of it. It is what it is. Now it's on to 3 stages of rage.
This was our second Battle Royal, a more competitive Battle Royal, Jake. Very good mix of talent in this one.
Yeah, well, you had the rookie Aidan Drake, you know. I had my eye on him to see how well he was doing, and it was, you know, he got his ass kicked in a lot of ways, but I was impressed. I think he done well, and I'm looking at a bright future for Aidan. NF Punk, of course, done very fucking well out of this. He actually won it, became the #1 contender match, got into the #1 contender match with Nragedxx tonight. You know, Uncle from Hell, former world champion, Chris Collier, the former owner. You know, it was a great mix and a lot of talent in there.
Yeah, and like, I was quite surprised to see NF Punk actually beat Uncle from Hell. I was like, between these two, I was expecting Uncle to eliminate NF Punk, but NF Punk showed why he's a veteran and proved why he was the winner.
All your dreams, they're just illusions.
See, I told you. You see, in my debut match here at YTWE 18 Plus, man, that's a long acronym. But anyways, my first match, I beat Aidan Drake, who has a tagline, oddly enough, as the rookie. You damn sure were a rookie, because I was reversing every goddamn move you had. But my second match in, I'm in a battle royal. One guy was a former world champ, Uncle from Hell, who was the last guy in that match standing with me. Everybody else that was in that match, nah, you were good, I suppose. Uncle from Hell, you're good, but you ain't good enough for me, pal, because I just eliminated you, and now I move on to a championship contender match. I hope I said that right, but anyways, me and Nragedxx and a lot of L's because, goddamn, the size of those arms. That's not the point. Here's the thing. Nragedxx, you may have the power, you may look like you're built like a truck, but I guarantee you I will out-wrestle you, and I will beat you. And that's a promise. I have a tough challenge ahead of me, but I will do it. Nragedxx, I'll see you soon, pal.
YTWE 18+. Yes, your instant classic champion is here. It might as well be renamed the instant classic championship, but that's beside the point. I'm still pretty banged up after that fatal 4-way match at Point to Prove. There was a point to prove to show that I can be just as good as brother Bostonfan, and not only that, better than any of the rest of the other past Intercontinental champions that were before not only me, but before him, and so on and so forth. So I am going to continue my legacy right here in the YTWE 18+. So big congrats to your boy Pat. I know he was tired and was being pretty much banged up just as much, so I applaud that. And we did well. We kicked ass, as well as Jason the Situation, and as well with Michael Minor. You know, you did well. You didn't have Doug go out there and do all your dirty work for you, so I might just go easy on you, Mr. Rookie. So, I'm still the champ, but until then, bring me your all, and I will be able to stand tall as your instant classic champion. Watch me move.
Well, here we go. Fatal 4-way. This was my mate Dave. Oh yeah, David, the instant classic Rivera, going in there against the unworthy Mike Minor, the guy who loves a ladder, the Shield of Ballycastle, and the guy that I was worried about being a threat, your boy Pat. But, you know, down to that King of Monsters match, he come out to this one, he was absolutely fucked.
Yes, he was, which, to be fair, was kind of an unfair advantage for the other 3 men in this match. But, you know, your boy Pat and Psycho Rick both wanted to compete on the same night, so I let it happen. You know, I kind of like to give people their fair shot, their fair crack. And obviously your boy Pat came up short in this one.
Well, you know, it could have been the other way round, mate. If he'd have had this match first, he may not have got past McFucker. So, you know, at the end of the day, he done well in one and not the other. But he's all good. Shield of Ballycastle. I am impressed with that guy. I think he's great. David Rivera, obviously the best wrestler in the world ever. And Mike Minor, well, Mike Minor's an unworthy fuck. And I hate Doug. Doug can fuck off with his Mike Minor bullshit.
And there we saw the instant classic on, you know, arguably the weak link in that match, and that David knew it. He took advantage and he defended his Intercontinental Championship.
So a point to prove. I did not win the YTWE Intercontinental Championship. The better man won on the night. David Rivera won on the night. Now I want to say one thing to the two other lads. Your boy Pat, you put on a great show, man. Look at you lost. Fair is fair. David, fair play to you. You won the match. You said you'll come out as champion, and you'll walk in as champion and walk out as champion, and you did. And Michael Minor, come on, man. You've got too many chances at the end of the Continental Championship. Give someone else a go. Look for something else. Look for the tag or look for the world. Because you need to stop, man. It's up to the management if they want to keep giving you championship shots. But people like me, Pat, Gavin Fletcher, maybe even Roburtrage or everyone else might want a shot. Not just you all the time, Mike. I'm just trying to say it. But David, just to say it to you, I will still be coming for my Intercontinental Championship. And yes, I will say mine, because I nearly won it.
How would you like to prove one-on-one sometime, David? For that Intercontinental Championship. See you down the road. Oh, and point to prove. Just to say again, point to prove if I forgot. Great show. Great matches. Everything. Great pay-per-view. Fair play to everyone on that card. It was absolutely brilliant. You put on a good show. Fair play to you. Alright, good night.
This was an incredible little match right here from Cameo, the experienced veteran, the 3-time women's champion, going up against Shellene, who had a point to prove. In fact, both of these women had a point to prove, and they both did, because it was an incredible fucking match, mate.
Yes, it was. I mean, I kind of, not to like talk badly about Shellene, but I kind of didn't expect it to be as good as it was. You know, I mean, Cameo, we know, is great. 3-time women's champion. She's fucking fantastic. One of the best, if not the best, women's wrestlers in the YTWE. But Shellene, as you just said, Jake, proved that she can go and be on that same level almost. You know, it was a very competitive back and forth. Shellene almost beat Cameo, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, well, you know, this women's division, it's what it's all about. You know, we've got a lot of respect for female wrestlers, and right here, it just shows the quality of their talent. Cameo, you are a fucking legend right here in the YTWE. So Joe, how about we have that match with NF Punk and Rage?
Here we go, Jake. It is NF Punk versus Nragedxx, and of course, this is for the #1 contendership for the World Heavyweight title.
Well, you got the veteran NF Punk going in there, but Enraged, a veteran himself, and now NF Punk making a veteran move, stepping out of the ring and weighing up his options.
What options has NF Punk actually got here? I mean, Enraged, being the veteran, also is staying in the ring and waiting patiently for NF Punk to get back in it.
Well, you know, NF Punk taking his time. You know, he's got to think about what he's doing. He is a veteran. He's had a lot of matches with a lot of big people, but nobody the size of Nragedxx. Oh, mate, Enraged got him off the ropes. Holy moly!
Jesus H freaking bloody hell! That's the difference between Enraged and pretty much everybody else here in the YTWE. He can just grab somebody, Irish whip him, and throw him up 12 feet in the air. Unbelievable.
Mate, Nragedxx is overly dominant, mate. This guy. Nice move there by NF Punk. One of the best moves he could make right now. I honestly don't know
how the fuck NF Punk wasn't knocked out there, Jake. That was just a straight, solid fist to the face.
Nragedxx playing by the rules, taking his time, giving NF Punk. Holy fuck!
Yeah,
there he goes
absolutely.
Again.
Oh man, just another kick to the back as well, and then
bam! Fucking hell,
that's
mate.
Just brutal. Everything this guy does is just sick.
Oh, check it out. Oh, nice. Break a leg sweep. You know, took him down. Used the combination there. And bam, up and over. Enraged does not give a fuck.
Using Enraged weight there against him. Using his own momentum to take him down. And anyway, he's just hard Irish whipped NF Punk to the outside.
Giving the little fella another break right now. But you know, this is what NF Punk's got to take advantage of these situations. You know, the time outside the ring, really plan, strategize what you got to do, and you know what you got to do. You're in there with a big man, take his legs out.
Yeah, and
that's the only way.
Make him chase after you. But Enraged is not doing that. That's the thing. You know, you want to wear down the big guy as well, but. Again, look at that. Just Enraged just overpowering NF Punk. That back body drop to the outside.
Punk back on the outside. Looks like he's going home. Looks like he's heading up.
I honestly wouldn't blame him if he did just walk away. I mean, But obviously the guy is a competitor. He wants to prove himself. He wants to, you know, move further up the card. And this would be...
But, oh, fuck. You see that? He kicked Nragedxx and Nragedxx belly moved.
And there's a short little headbutt. That did back Nragedxx up off the ropes. Over the top.
Oh, big leap.
And another one.
Oh, wow. Nicely done. That's it, Punk. That's what you got to do.
Absolutely.
You got him
down.
down.
Do not let that big man get up.
That's the fucking key right there, mate.
Need to stay on him. He's got him hooked. What the? Wow!
Holy shit! Fucking hell! What a display of strength right there by NF Punk.
Incredible. But Nragedxx is back on his feet, Jake. Oh, and just pushes NF Punk down. Oh. Yes, indeed. Fucking hell.
Oh, Stroop. He's going for the powerbomb.
Not just one, Jake. But it is the triple threat powerbomb. And there is the third.
Bam.
Oh, man.
NF Punk is in shit right now. But he's back outside the ring. Come on, Punk. You had him just now. You got him down. It's what you got to do. Get him down and keep him there.
Nragedxx in the corner, letting people know that he's got this. Oh, misses with that boot again. And then Nragedxx just got him hooked. Holy shit, the Cobra Clutch Slam. Oh, my days.
Mate, that was a lot of height and a lot of force behind that.
Yes, it was, absolutely. And if Punk managing to counter that, he's got Nragedxx in that corner. Oh my days!
Straight down.
That big, solid forearm straight to the face, knocking NF Punk down.
But damn, man, Punk is struggling to get something going. You know, I really do not think he was prepared for Nragedxx, but there he goes. Got him down again using those arms to take him down, and right now, bam! That's it. That's what you got to do, Punk.
About
Stay on him.
1,000 of them should do it.
Yeah.
Nragedxx,
mate, he's trying.
Nragedxx back up now. That's the thing. And again, Nragedxx hard Irish whip to the outside, and now this time, Nragedxx is following up.
Mate, he's out there after him into those stairs. NF Punk is in a lot of trouble now. He needs to get out of town.
Yes, he does. He needs to do something. Wait a minute, though.
Holy moly, what's he doing with it?
Follow steps.
Mate, he hit his bloody legs on those stairs. And that is not fucking good for anyone.
Nragedxx
going for it again.
Oh! Jesus, fuck that.
What?
His head just hit those steel steps.
Right across the top of those stairs.
Absolutely, Jake. Oh, my days. That was... Oh, this is the thing. Nragedxx is patient enough. And now he's got him by the throat. And he's picked him up. Oh! Choke slam on the outside. That is just...
Well, that's one way... That's one way to get him closer to the ring.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. That was just... Fucking few brutal moves there from Nragedxx, man. This guy is a fucking beast, a monster among men.
Well, you know, it started at point to prove. He's trying to prove that he is still worthy of being called King of the Monsters. You know, he went down to your boy Pat, but right now I think, you know, your boy Pat and maybe even Psycho Rick needs to watch their back. Because I think Nragedxx is going to come back for that title.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all, Jake, if Nragedxx did do that. NF Punk, though, managing to counter that punch. Oh, shoulder block.
He had a go, mate. It was short-lived.
He had a go, and it wasn't enough. That big, massive splash.
Mate, come on, Punk. Look at that. Good move by Punk there. Bam, drop kicks the big man off the apron, down to that hardwood floor.
Impressive.
Come on, Punk, stop fucking about, mate.
Quite impressive there by NF Punk, managing to get Nragedxx to the outside, and now just taking it to Nragedxx.
Mate, you know, what can you do to him now, you know? You got him down, you got to get him back up. But if you get him back up, you're in fucking trouble.
Yes, that's it, yeah. And again, Nragedxx is back on his feet, and that's where you don't want him to be, man. Oh, he's got him hooked for a suplex.
Right across
that barricade. Oh, man, just a straight boot to the side of the head. Nothing pretty.
Mate,
just fucking brutality.
Now, you know, to take nothing away from NF Punk, he is a hell of a talent. An absolute talent. But right now he is in there.
Press into the spinebuster.
Fucking hell. Mate, no way, Nragedxx, middle road. Oh,
Jesus, fuck that.
That's a bit much, mate. I wouldn't like to be on the receiving end of that.
I mean, the guy's like fucking, what, 500 pounds of like pure fucking muscle, and then just a huge over the head belly to belly suplex. Just basically playing with NF Punk here, Jake.
He is, but there you go, Punk. Back to that armbar takedown. He's got that one scouted well.
Yeah, he made the mistake of picking Nragedxx
look
up.
at Nragedxx.
That's the thing, Jake. He picked Nragedxx up. He shouldn't have done that. He should have just kept on him.
Oh, he missed him off the ropes there. He's hit a clothesline, but no, gets shoulder block.
Just tried it again, tried another shoulder block, but Nragedxx just stood there like a brick wall. And now he's got him up for the R5.
Oh.
And there he is!
Mate, NF Punk is in fucking shit. He is just taking a beating from Nragedxx. Like I said, I don't think he was prepared. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
Absolutely. I mean...
Oh, shit. Yeah, oh, shit, mate. That's what I'm saying. Because I've just realised who the fucking #1 contender is for Bostonfan's title.
You know, I didn't do it on purpose, of course, Jake. You know, I was just giving, 12 different people, 12 different men, equal opportunity in a point to prove in their respective battle royals. You know, yeah. I mean, anything could happen. You know, I mean, Bostonfan, if he was smart enough, would get a steel chair and just whack Nragedxx with it and get DQ'd.
Yep, that might not be a bad fucking call there, mate. But I don't know, I think Bostonfan might be busy that day.
Oh, he's going to be busy that day. Well, we can't avoid Nragedxx for that World Heavyweight Championship match, Jake.
Fuck. Alright, well, I'm going to have to talk to my mate, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan, because that guy right there is a serious fucking threat to the title. Well, Bostonfan put the world title on the line against the general of the GIMP army, RantWithJeff. And I've got to say this, Joe, this was an absolute fucking classic. It will go down in the history books as one of the greatest world title matches of all time. These guys both are on that list of the very best.
Without a doubt, Jake. I think these two guys, just when they get in there, they give their all. They have the best match they possibly can, and the two styles mix very well. And this was obviously for the biggest prize in our game, the YTWE World Heavyweight Championship, of course. Our current champion, Bostonfan. And yeah, this match will definitely go down in the history books as one of the greatest World Heavyweight Championship matches we've ever seen, ever had. An absolute classic, as you said, Jake.
You know, Bostonfan was out to prove a point, to prove that he was worthy of holding that title, and, you know, being up there with the likes of Mr. DeVito, RantWithJeff, and Roburtrage. And, you know, he did exactly that, and I knew he would. You know, I've had faith in him since day one, That's why I support him. That's why I'm his manager, because I know the guy has got the talent to be one of the very fucking best.
Yeah, I completely agree, Jake. Obviously you're a little bit more biased than I am, but that's for obvious reasons. You are his manager. But I've always liked watching Bostonfan wrestle. I enjoy his promos. And yeah, I mean, he seems to have been proving himself since he won the world title. You know, it seems like it's been almost like an uphill struggle for him to say that he can be on the same levels of, you know, RantWithJeff, Mr. D, and as you said, Roburtrage. But I think after this, he has proved that. You know, I mean, who else is there for Bostonfan to beat here in the YTWE?
Well, you've got to ask yourself that question. At the end of this match, the King of Gimps came out. The King of Gimps came down, and he looked like he wants a shot at the title. But before we get to the King of the Gimps, we got Nragedxx to worry about.
Yeah, yes, you do indeed need to worry about that man, because yeah. But I mean, this match was fucking amazing. I absolutely loved calling it, loved watching it. You know, it's just an amazing match. And obviously, you know, the King of Gimps made his debut in the YTWE at the end of this match, and what a debut! Mate, you know, the main event. You know.
Yep, fuck knows who he is, what he wants, but obviously he's got something to do with RantWithJeff, the GIMP World Army, and Mistress Moomay's Menagerie. You know, I don't know what his fucking problem is, but he's after that world title. He's not likely to fucking get it, and I'll say that.
YTWE 18 plus presented Point to Prove, and what was done was exactly that. RantWithJeff versus Bostonfan Part 2 for the YTWE 18 plus World Heavyweight title. And RantWithJeff, make no mistake about it, you are a great wrestler. And what was done inside that ring was nothing short of a 5-star classic match. You and I, we put on a wrestling clinic. And despite the fact that I kept getting dumped on my head, taking a serious fall, and then DDT after DDT after DDT, I proved exactly what I needed to do. I proved my point. I proved to everybody worldwide that the seeds of doubt have been killed and destroyed. I proved beyond a shadow of a doubt to the management staff, to the locker room, and to the fans worldwide why I am who I am, why I am worthy of being your YTWE 18 plus World Heavyweight Champion. There is no doubt anymore. And I did it. I did it. And through it all, through all the heartache, the misery, the depression, the pain, I, Bostonfan, am proud to stand before you today as your champion, to bring on the next opponent, which I know exactly who it is. And all I'm going to say about him for right now is that you don't know who the hell you're going to be messing with. You don't know what you need to do in order to defeat me, because I am worthy as your champion. I am worthy to be in the best fucking company in EFED professional wrestling, the YTWE 18 plus. And to this person who came down with a mask and pedigreed me, what you need to know, and what you need to understand, is that one thing In the words of Metallica, where's your crown, King? Nothing.
Well, that's about it, mate. What the fuck? Jay, we've only got about 4 minutes left on the fucking show.
Yeah, I know, Jake. I'm not sure what's... Oh, it's the King of Gimps again! Coming out of here!
Well, mate, he ain't got fucking time to do anything. We got like 3 or 4 minutes left.
Well,
time it's taking the cunt to walk to the ring. It's gonna be fucking over, mate.
Well, if he walks a bit faster, we may be able to fit him in. But this is quite interesting to see what he has to say about Point to Prove, maybe.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's got something to say to Boston fan. So you better fucking say it, you fucking weird looking bastard. Fuck's sake. Look at him. I'm telling you, I've taken an instant dislike to this fella. I really have. You know, not just for his attack on Boston fan, but the fact that he looks like a total cunt.
Well, I can't disagree with that, Jake. The guy does look like a complete cunt. No doubt about it. But it'll be interesting at the very least to hear what he has to say. You know.
You'll fuck you, mate. You got Nragedxx in your fucking pathway if you think you'll get into that world title. So good fucking luck with that.
Well, Nragedxx will get his shot before this guy even gets close to getting a shot, Jake.
Mate, how the fuck long does this guy take to get down to the ring? We've got about 2 minutes left. If that,
yeah. The
guy spent most of the fucking time posing.
Well, he's obviously milking. He's you know, this moment, I suppose, for what it's worth. But let's see if he actually says anything. He may not. We may run out of time, Jake.
Alright, the music stopped. Maybe the talking will start. Fucking hell.
Get on with it.
Listen to these fans. Mate, they're right. The GIMP.